Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
Good morning, and welcome to WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz, Week 7. How you doing today, Dave?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing today, John?
Well, I got fired from my job as a psychic this week. Didn't see that coming. I see you're rocking the Saturday Night Live look.
Yes, I am. I got a little bit of a soprano look going on.
When's that gold chain going to bust out of that shirt?
That's actually not a gold chain. It's actually my Indian necklace here.
Okay.
Cherokee Indian. Yeah.
All right. Great. So, hey, if you'd like to call into the studio, 847-931-1410, or you can text us at 505-926-1410, or chat with us on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you're a listener out there and you'd like to watch us, please feel free to subscribe on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything but an email address, and you're not going to get a bunch of emails and a bunch of spam and this and that. But definitely sign up for that and hit us up with a text or on the chat on YouTube.
Yeah, you can call in. But we got a contest going on with the other shows here. If you subscribe and then type in right away on the comments there which show you listen to, that will determine who wins how many subscribers we get on all of the shows, in the morning shows, the afternoon shows, the Saturdays, everything. Screen on. Anyhow.
All right, well, let's get started. Buys this week, Buffalo and Baltimore. Really sucks for you, doesn't it, Jim? Rams at Jags. No Puka this week. Matt Stafford is without Puka and Nakua, but still has Devontae Adams to work with. His output dips without Nakua on the field. Stafford is a floor quarterback one who needs a couple of touchdowns to reach that this week. Trevor Lawrence has some usable fantasy lines the past 2 weeks, but his passing production suggests that he's still a mid-range quarterback too. Lawrence is completing only 61% of his passes, which is 29th. He's a quarterback 23 in fantasy points per game, and this could be a tough matchup. Los Angeles pass rush has 40% pressure rate on dropbacks, so it could be a long day for Trevor Lawrence. Kyron Williams is in that running back one range again this week due to his touchdowns, running and receiving, especially with Nakua out. Williams has 31% of the Rams' touchdowns. It's a tougher rushing matchup as the Jags are allowing 3.7 yards per rush to running backs, but they're allowing 11.3 receiving points per game to backfields. That may help Williams without Nakua. Travis Etienne will need volume as a runner and a receiver to be considered an RB2 this week. The Rams are allowing 3.7 yards per carry to running backs, which is 7th. As far as receivers go, Devontae Adams should be peppered early and often this week without Puka. He leads the league with just under 70% of the team's end zone targets, which is second in the NFL with 11. On top of that, Jacksonville is 30th in points allowed to wide receiver one targets. Atwell, Whittington, who's filling in for Puka, and Higbee get a bump with Nakua out. Brian Thomas's target rates are not quite as high as they were a year ago, but he's worked his way back into the higher end wide receiver 2 range with some bigger upside. It's a good matchup for Thomas to keep pushing for points. The Rams are allowing 9 yards per target to outside receivers, and which is where Thomas is playing almost 80% of his snaps. They've allowed some big games to wide receivers. Travis Hunter, still not worth the start yet.
No. That's a definite right there.
I think it's gonna be a good game. Jags are finding a way to win.
Yeah.
Other than last week, I think defense is carrying them more than their offense. But Lawrence is finding ways to win. I mean, it's not pretty, but he's finding ways to win. Seems like he's hooking up with Brian Thomas a little bit better. Matt Stafford to Devontae Adams. I mean, you can almost guarantee a touchdown there. Kyron Williams is probably getting the end zone too.
Yeah.
And Whittington, he might not be a bad pickup if you're looking, for a streamer this week, if you've got injuries or buys.
Yeah. Tutu Atwell for fantasy owners. I mean, without their top receiver, with Nakua is their top receiver. And there's a lot of injuries throughout the season. So fantasy owners, if you're looking for a receiver, I would, Tutu Atwell might be not a bad pickup right there. But he's a little bit banged up. He's just coming off of an injury. Yeah,
when Nakua left last week and he came back in, he was basically a decoy. He didn't even get a catch. So they're going to let him sit this week. I think they're on a bye next week.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll get him back the following week, and he should be back to halfway normal. I know Stafford's going to miss him. Saints at Bears. Caleb Williams hasn't been perfect, but he has 3 QB1 screwings over the opening 5 games of the season. Accuracy concerns and handling pressure has still been a problem for Williams. He's got a 61% completion rank. It's 29th in the league. He's thrown 8 touchdowns to only 1 interception from a clean pocket, which most quarterbacks can. They don't have any pressure. The Saints are 27th in pressure rate, so that bodes well for him. Rattler's shown some floor ability this season. He's completing just under 69% of his passes. He's also had 20 yards or more rushing 3 straight games. What's held Rattler back in fantasy perspective is he's only had 1 or fewer touchdowns in every game but 1 this season. The Bears have been a turnover machine over the past 3 games, but when they're not generating takeaways, the defense has been exploitable. They're allowing a 73.6% completion rate. Rattler's a matchup-based quarterback, too, here. Should be a spot for him to we still have to give owners some upside running back, too, and show us, Monday night wasn't a mirage. New Orleans has allowed 1 running back to reach 70 yards on the ground against him this season. So they're playing tough against the run. Kamara's been limited to 76 yards or fewer in all games but 1 this season. He's averaged under 4 yards a carry, hasn't scored since the opener, and should be considered more of a flex play at this point. Adunze has wide receiver upside, too, this week. But outside of his 128-yard game in week 2, he hasn't topped out at 69 yards in another game. And that's because of the accuracy concerns regarding Williams. Odunze, 25% of his targets over the past 3 games are off target.
Yeah.
His TDs are saving the owners for sure. DJ Moore, God, I don't know what's happened to him. I know he's hurt right now, but
yeah,
he's been irrelevant all year.
He's questionable.
Luther Burden gets a bump if Moore misses the game. Olave turned in his best game of the year Sunday, catching 6 of 10 targets for 98 yards. They used him more downfield. That'll help quite a bit because Rattler's been peppering him quite a bit, but he needs those long gains and those touchdowns. I like Rashid Shaheed this week. He's kind of an upside wide receiver 3 flex guy. He also gets a piece of the Bears. Juwan Johnson has gone completely cold. Bad ankle, no targets will do that. And Loveland and Clement are basically TD or bust tight ends right now.
Yeah.
So I think that the Bears will handle business. If they don't, I mean, we've got problems because they should take care of the Saints.
Well, you got to look at the facts that the Saints have all. Kamara's back from his injury. You got Taysom Hill back. He scored last week.
Yep.
So there's a tight end if you're looking for him out there. Fantasy
he plays
owners.
everything but tight end.
Yeah, everything but tight end. I mean, Rattler has only 1 pick this year, and Williams only has 2 interceptions this year. Rattler has 1,217 yards, and Williams has 1,179 yards. So, yeah, like you say, I look for the rookie Bolton. Or is it Bolton? Burden, yeah, Burden. He's going to have a good game because you're going to see a little bit less of DJ Moore and more of him. And I think he's an explosive player. I know you watched him in Missouri when he played there, and he's an explosive player.
Yeah, he's really good after the catch.
And the best thing about this game here, folks, the Bears are on WRMN radio tomorrow, so you can tune in and listen to this game. And
if you're a subscriber, you can watch.
Oh, no, we don't watch it on YouTube. It's only on the radio. Yeah, well, yeah, you can watch us.
Yeah, they're not going to look.
And you can watch
the TV on WRMN radio.
And you can watch the comments coming in there, too. But, but like I said, the Bears with Moore, and DeAndre Swift is still a little banged up. So
I mean, he looked good the other night.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know if that's sustainable, but he did look good the other
They
day.
had some holes for him. I
Yeah.
mean, he really did look
Absolutely. Bears line looked
good.
good.
Don't underestimate the Saints in this game because, you know, if it looks easy on paper, sometimes it's not that easy. But like you say, I see the Bears with another victory this week.
Yep, I do too. Browns and Dolphins. No David Njoku. Fire up Harold Fannin.
There's nobody on.
I think Dylan Gabriel's thrown under 55% of his passes. The only quarterback to finish higher than quarterback 16 against the Browns has been Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
Browns are tough D.
yeah, they do.
2 is a low end QB2. But 2 is a quick processor. On throws with 2.5 seconds of the snap, Cleveland has allowed 8.0 yards per pass attempt, which is 30th. On throws over 2.5 seconds, they're second in the league.
Right.
So when he's got time, he could probably do some damage with Waller and Jalen Waddle. 52% of his throws have been within 2.5 seconds, which is 8th best in the league. Dylan Gabriel isn't more than a matchup-based QB2 here. Miami's 31st in pass defense, so maybe he has a better game. Just not, I don't trust him yet. Judkins and Ford are basically splitting snaps, or they did last week. Miami's defensive line, it's tough to run against. Judkins is an RB2 with TD upside. Devin A-Chain is a tough spot. He's more appealing as a PPR guy this week, but one explosive run takes that all the way. And A-Chain's a capable lad at any time. Gibbs is the only back to clear 52 yards on the ground against the Browns. Where A-Chain's going to be productive is through the air.
He was productive the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's just a home run waiting to happen.
He's making me mad right now.
Waddle's a fringe 1. Cleveland hasn't slowed down any wide receiver 1s in recent weeks. Jerry Jeudy sucks and should only be on your roster as back-end depth. And I like Harold Fannin this week. Gabriel, even Flacco was kind of peppering him with targets.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, and it's continued. And when the Njoku hurt, a best friend of a young quarterback is a tight end or a running game.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think Fannin will have 7, 8, 9 catches this week. I don't know if he gets in the end zone. I hope he does, but.
You know, if fantasy owners out there, I think Waller would be a great pickup on that team.
Yeah, he's probably.
I really do think because he's a big boy. Yeah, if you're looking for a tight end in this game, I would take it. But I think HM's going to have a little problem running the ball with that front line with the Cleveland Browns. And both teams are 1-4, so this is going to be the bad team football game going on here.
Right.
And they still got Tillman over there as a receiver, too, on Cleveland.
Yeah, but he's been banged up.
Yeah, he's been banged up. But
yeah, I don't know what they're going to do over there. They're not throwing the ball down the field. So it's going to be a low-scoring game, in my opinion. But, hey, maybe Cleveland comes to life. Quinshon Judkins is a tank, and he should have he should get most of the carries in this game, in my opinion.
You mean the battle of the 40-year-old quarterbacks last Thursday with Cincinnati looking good and just haven't been doing anything on offense for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden you get 2 old guys battling each other. But that's another story.
Patriots at Titans. No Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
Big whoop. Drake May should be able to keep his QB1 scoring efficiency going here for as long as New England throws the ball. The only thing that can slow May down is a potential that this game is lopsided. They get up big. They're running the ball. Cam Ward and Tennessee are just not there yet. They really don't have any big-time playmakers. The Ridley thing at the beginning of the year where they said they had this big rapport, that's not happened. The run game's been anemic for New England with Stevenson and Henderson. Can't hold on to the ball. They're both more of a touchdown-dependent flex, but the matchup is good with New England as a heavy favorite. So, they'll be pounding the ball quite a bit after they get up. I mean, May's going to have a good game. Ty Spears and Tony Pollard, it's becoming a 50-50 split. Something we both anticipated. Pushing these guys to more of a RB3 flex status. Unless, of course, you have injuries or bye weeks and you got to put them in there. But I don't recommend starting either one of them at this point unless you need to. And if I was going to start somebody, it'd probably be Stevenson right now because I think he gets the bulk of the carries. I love Travion Henderson's future, but he's just not that big banger right now. And I think Stevenson in the second half will get the ball a lot, him and Henderson, because I think they'll be up big.
All right.
Diggs, Booty, and Douglas. May's playing so good that it could be any one of these 3 receivers. You just don't know who's going to do it week in and week out.
Diggs is questionable in this game.
Yeah, so I like Booty a little bit more this week. It's just tough predicting any of them. With Ridley sidelined, Elick, Manor, and Van Jefferson are the primary receivers.
Yeah.
That's just disgusting.
That's a good pickup for fantasy owners out there.
Manor's been a good pickup for a few weeks, and we talked about Hunter Henry. I mean, he's just like the other receivers.
Right.
He's
dependable.
He seems to get open by the end zone, and in the middle of the field, hey, look at me, man! I'm open. Throw me the ball
by myself.
He's like Dallas Goedert on Philly.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy he's the one getting the touchdowns.
Right.
So
it's another. If you're looking for a tight end, hey, that's it. But Drake Mays is having a really good year this year. They're in first place. The New England Patriots are in first place in their division. Mays has 1,522 yards. And he's only got one interception. Oh, I take it back. 2 interceptions this year.
Yeah, he's playing good ball.
He's playing very good ball.
He's playing good ball. Buffalo's not playing good ball. It couldn't have been better timing for them to get a bye week. They really needed it. Mm-hmm. Same with Philly, but
yeah, fantasy owners, Mays. If you have him, I think I would definitely start him in this game.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't hesitate to pull the trigger on this one.
No, not at all. None at all. Raiders at Chiefs. Chiefs are getting Rashee Rice back this week.
Are you going to start him?
Yes, I am.
All right.
He's finally got his full arsenal that he wanted beginning of last year with Brown and Rice and Xavier Worthy. Mahomes is a massive home favorite. Vegas defense is 23rd in pressure rate. On the other side of the ball, Geno Smith just sucks.
Yeah.
He just does. Ashton Genty is going to have a tough time running versus the Chiefs, but he's an RB1, RB2. He's going to get a lot of volume this week. I read the coach this week saying that he wants Genty to get the ball at least 20 times a game. So they're going to work him hard. Pacheco should lead the three-headed monster in Kansas City. Kareem Hunt's getting all the goal line carries and some little of the field, but there's just no main back there. So even Brashard Smith's getting some touches, mostly in the passing game. Mm-hmm. I'd put Rice back in your lineups as an upside wide receiver too right now. The problem that I have with that is I think Mahomes is going to make a point of Pepper and Rice, which that's not their offense. No. They spread the ball around. So I hope that they move the ball around a little bit more and just don't key on Rice because they got him back. Depends on what the overall target rate is for Xavier Worthy. He's still got a shoulder injury. So they may lean on Rice a little bit more. Hollywood Brown. Trey Tucker seems to be the one for the Raiders right now. More of a flex option.
Jacoby Myers is questionable.
Yeah, and he's just not playing good. And with Brock Bowers out, Myers looks good again this week. They've been using him quite a bit, Geno Smith, when he does complete a pass. And Kelsey's been a tight end 1 lately, but with Rice coming back, that kind of clouds that down by the goal line.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Mahomes. I'm playing Rice personally. I mean, Worthy's probably a start. Gente's probably the only start on the Raiders I'd feel confident with. I mean, Trey Tucker might get a splash play if you need him as a flex option. He may get down the field behind the defensive backs, but the Raiders will play them tough. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're saying a massive blowout, but that's an interdivision game. Those are tough matchups, man. Doesn't matter how good or bad the teams are.
Right.
I hope that Mahomes puts up 50 points because he's in my lineup.
Oh, that's just so funny.
Eagles at Vikings. Jalen Hurts remains a consistent fantasy scorer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like him personally as a QB. I think they've gotten away from the run too much, but he scores points. He's been a quarterback 1 scorer in 5 of 6 games this season, and he's a quarterback 5 in fantasy points per game. The fact that he's been consistent, been a front-end scorer throughout the years, it's honestly a testament to him because they have been playing good ball. We're not 100% certain who's starting for Minnesota on Sunday. I believe it's Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. He's, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
But McCarthy is questionable right now. I think they have a better chance with Wentz right now. I look for Barkley to get back on track. I know the Eagles have shifted their game, kind of the passing thing right now because everybody was screaming about that. A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, that they weren't passing the ball. So now they're concentrating on passing the ball instead of running the ball. Mm-hmm. The Vikings are allowing 4.5 yards per carry to running backs, which is 20th. So Barkley should have a decent game. Mason's an RB2. The Eagles have had major issues slowing down the run. Phillies allowed top 15 scoring week to a running back in every game but one this season. They get Jalen Carter back. That'll help. If Wentz is starting, I feel better with Jordan Jefferson as a front-end wide receiver 1 versus a high wide receiver 2. If Quentin Mitchell doesn't play for Philly, it would cement Jefferson as a 1, but I think Mitchell's playing. Jordan Anderson's more of a wide receiver 3 at this point. He's hoping for a touchdown. It's a tricky matchup for A.J. Brown in the Philly pass game. The Vikings have allowed one wide receiver to go over 68 yards this season, which was DK Metcalf, who did it on one reception.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're playing good ball. Brown's more of a wide receiver 2, and Devonta Smith a wide receiver 3 for me this week. Dallas Goedert can't be stopped in the red zone or the end zone.
Yeah.
Hawkinson has basically been irrelevant this year. He's kind of touchdown dependent. So,
I think this could be a high-scoring game. You're going to see, you're definitely going to see Hurts hopefully throw the ball a little bit more. Saquon Barkley has been a little bit low on his average of yardage per game the last 2 weeks. I think. I'm looking at A.J. Brown getting a lot of catches this week. Yeah.
I'm not.
I think, like I said, this could be a high-scoring game. You got Carson Wentz. It looks like he's going to start, so that would help.
He's the better option right now.
And that would help fantasy owners pick him up if you need a QB.
I mean, McCarthy had one good half this year.
Yeah.
So the jury's still out on him.
And that was against the Bears, so that was not a good one right there for us.
Panthers at the Jets. Your boy Jarrett Wilson's out.
Yes.
Jarrett Wilson. Justin Fields. He's just terrible. Removing Garrett Wilson from this offense is not a good thing for him.
No.
I mean, he can still run, putting him in play as a boomer bust fantasy option. Carolina's allowed quarterback 1 score in 3 straight games, so Fields has a chance for something here. The 31st in pressure rate, or the Jets are. So Bryce Young, more of a matchup-based quarterback too. He should have a good game this week.
Yeah.
Jets defense is just
bad.
Not playing good right now.
Bad.
Donald's a running back too this week. He's been playing good ball the last couple of weeks, but Chubb is back. And we're kind of flying blind on that because we don't know how the distribution is going to be, but I imagine it's going to probably be a 50-50 split.
Would you take him? Would you take Dow out? I mean, he's just tearing it up the last 2 weeks.
And Chubb is a good back too, though. Yeah, he's been on a mission. Breece Hall is more of a boomer bust running back too this week. Carolina's been playing good D the last few weeks against the run. So we should see a lot of running from both teams, honestly, because the quarterback play has not been that great. Carolina's allowed a league low 2.7 yards per carry to running backs the past 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
McMillan is someone I'm keeping at a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 this week. They're going to have Sauce Gardner on him, and he pretty much shuts down wide receiver 1s. So temper your expectations on McMillan. Don't start any wide receivers if the Jets.
No.
If possible. I mean, Mason Taylor should see targets. He's the best receiving option right now for the Jets, which is pretty scary. And Carolina tight ends are basically TD dependent. I mean, it's an ugly game, Carolina and the Jets, let's face it. But it's still football. We still got to start some of these guys, but
yeah.
Maybe Rico Dottle. I mean, if you're feeling crazy, maybe Chuba Hubbard, but he's coming off injury, so he's probably gonna be on a snap count too.
I would start Rico. If you're a PPR owner, man, Rico's he's been your dream running back the last 2 weeks. And if you're a point league, wow, he's also been doing that really good too.
He's over 200 combined yards each game.
2 games, what?
And he told Dallas, the week before they played him, I'm coming for you, man. I'm coming for you. And he went down there, and you would think that'd be on the locker room, on a newspaper, or on the wall saying, we're going to kill Dolly and doing nothing against us. And he just ran right through him.
Oh, he gave him a statement, didn't he? See what you're missing, guys? Wow. But like I said, PPR owners, if I was in a PPR league, I would start him no matter what this week, especially with the Jets defense being that bad. Well, that's our music. We're getting ready to go to break. You guys got time to get up, get a cup of coffee, some eggs. Bring some eggs down to here. We're hungry.
What are you talking about? You've got Smarties over there.
I got a cherry pie,
fruit pies.
Mountain Dew. So, hey, tune in for our second half of the show coming up here in a second after this commercial break. Fantasy Football Blitz with John Payne and David Tease.
David Terrio Tease. Denny Terrio was the dance guy
Yeah.
back in the 70s.
Political party poopers got you down? Shake it off and join me, Dennis Sonar Green, every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show, where we cut through the doom and gloom with a focus on America first, constitutional values, and a populist perspective that puts you, the citizen, at the center of the conversation. At WRMN, the talk of the town, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring you the straight talk you need. Whether you're frustrated with the political establishment or looking for a clear, some nonsense analysis, this show has you covered. Tune in. Let's take on the issues together with a fresh, unfiltered approach. Catch us every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN, A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better. Check with the BBB first, because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Theriault Booth, a leading local law firm, is located on the beautiful Fox River in downtown St. Charles. Here's Ryan Theriault.
For better or worse, there are just times people need a lawyer. Whether you are involved in a work injury, in an automobile crash, selling a home, or even planning for your estate after your passing, we're here. We're local. We're part of the community.
For more information, visit them on the web at tbfirm.com or give them a call at 630-526-4242.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
Welcome back, everybody, to Fantasy Football Blitz on WRMN Radio, 1410 AM, home of the Chicago Bears. Oh, Lord.
Feel free to call us on the studio line at 847-931-1410 or text us at 505-926-1410 or chat with us on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Feel free to sign up for
subscription
to YouTube. All it costs you is an email address.
And you know what's really interesting, if you're a subscriber and your favorite show's coming on, if it's Out to Lunch with Matt or the First Shifters with Susie and Elliot, or Apolitical Talk Show or Dino's Night Out or Talk Time with Tammy and Derek Geyer's Big Top Sports. It will alert you to let you know that, hey, your favorite show is coming on your phone. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's get back to the second half.
Giants at Broncos. Bo Nix. Nick Stroll again in London in week 6, completed 19 of 30 passes for 174 yards and a touchdown. He's thrown 1 or fewer touchdown passes in 4 of 6 games this season. He's just not throwing the ball down the field. He looks like a rookie. Defenses have adjusted, and now he needs to adjust. He's a QB 2, 3 at this point. Jackson Dart, he's been an option as a QB 1. This is a spot where I'm keeping him in. Quarterback 2 territory. The Giants are massive road underdogs facing the best defense in the NFL. Denver leads the league in pressure rate. On the other side of the ball, Cam Scatabo is more of a volume-based running back too. It's tough to run against Denver. He may have some decent receiving numbers, but man, he's just fun to watch.
Yeah, he is.
Man, he's just crazy. J.K. Dobbins is in a good spot. Kind of a rushing, touchdown-based running back 2 this week. Giants defense is allowing 5.5 yards per carry to running backs, which is 30th in the league. So Dobbins should have a good game. I like wide receiver Cortland Sutton as a wide receiver 2 this week. Giants have had a tough time stopping bigger-bodied receivers this year. Tony Franklin may get a spike in targets this week, but I just don't trust Bo Nix at this point. Wendell Robinson is a wide receiver 3 this week in a tough matchup, as do all the Giant receivers. Evan Ingram has shown some mild signs of fantasy pulse lately, starting to get involved in the game a little bit more. And a guy that's coming on for Jackson Dart is this Theo Johnson, this young tight end they got.
Yeah.
He's yet to have more than 34 yards in a game this season. Make him kind of touchdown dependent, but he's getting touchdowns. He's more of a tight end 2 this week. Denver, we'll see how good Jackson Dart is this week.
Yeah.
Denver's tough. He's pretty agile. He's got a good arm. But honestly, he only has Wendell Robinson right now. Man, how good would he look with Malik Neighbors back?
Yeah.
I know that the Giants are trying to trade for a receiver. I've read that in the last week or two. Jacoby Myers has been one of the names out there. I don't know if he helps them a lot, but there's some other names out there. They're 2-4. I guess they feel that the way Dart is playing and the way that division's going, that they still have a shot. So maybe they go out and get one.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a tough matchup for them, regardless. Colts at Chargers. No Josh Downs.
Nope.
And that doesn't seem like a lot. That little guy gets open, man.
Yeah,
He's
does.
a tough little son of a gun, man.
Yep.
I like him. Daniel Jones continued to enjoy a new lease on life with the Colts.
Yeah, he is.
Chargers have yet to allow multiple passing touchdowns in a game this season. They play a lot of zone and very little man coverage. The only QB1 scoring weeks they've allowed have come attached to rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Despite playing with injuries on the offensive line, which the Chargers have just been hammered with, losing both their tackles, he's more of a QB2 rather than a high upside passer. He goes up against a banged-up defense, though. The Colts secondary is a mess right now. Jonathan Taylor, running back 1, leads the NFL in rushing attempts at $115, rushing yards at 603, and touchdowns with 8. The Chargers have been crushed in back-to-back games by explosive backs. Look for Taylor to have another good game, which keeps Jones' numbers down.
Yeah.
Because they can just run the ball. But that's okay. They're winning games. The Chargers have been crushed in back-to-back games, like I said. On the other side here, this Vidal kid, he had over 100 yards last week. He was really good in college. Didn't get to play much last year. He could be helpful as a running back, too, or a flex option this week because he seems to be the guy.
Yeah.
Although that Hassan Hoskins, man, he can lay some blocks out.
And he's banged up, too, isn't he? Still. Is he?
A little bit. Quentin Johnson, I think he's going to play this week. He's more of a wide receiver upside, too. If Chadarius Ward is absent defensively, he's the best cover man for the Colts, and he's banged up. If he were to miss another week, McConkey would be back and play as a high-end wide receiver, too. Keenan Allen's kind of a touchdown-dependent wide receiver 3.
And quiet.
He's been kind of quiet lately. Pittman's more of a touchdown-based wide receiver 3 this week because obviously they're going to run the ball quite a bit. Alex Pierce is a big play guy, but he's big play dependent. Tyler Warren, he's already a tight end one. He's a stud.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he definitely is. That's a good pickup if you're a fantasy owner for a tight end. Once again, tight end. He's a rookie. He's doing good. Jonathan Taylor, halfway through the season, John, he's at 603 yards. He's on his he's
a third of the way through the season.
Yeah, I know. And he's on his way to having a 2,000-yard season.
This kid Gadsden, Rondé Gadsden, the tight end that's been playing with Herbert, he's been getting a lot of catches too. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure he's out on the waiver wire if you're desperate for a tight end.
I mean, hey,
it's going to be a good game.
Oh yeah, because you got two gunslingers. You got Daniel Jones with 1,500 yards, and you got Herbert with almost 1,500 yards also.
I mean, if Indy's defensive secondary wasn't banged up so much, I'd say Indy slam dunk because the way that or how many people are hurt on the Chargers. But Herbert's a good QB. Getting Johnson back will help quite a bit. Get the running game going. I still think the Colts take care of business here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. John, what was it? John Harbaugh said that Herbert's going to be like a MVP of the season there.
Jim Harbaugh?
Yeah. Jim Harbaugh's out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he said at the beginning of the year, but, everybody was healthy then, too.
Yeah.
So, McConkey, he's kind of having a little bit of a sophomore slump, but he's doing all right. He looked good last week on a couple of throws.
That's what I'm thinking Bo Nix is having back over there in Denver. He's having a sophomore jinx. You can give him that.
So did C.J. Stroud. He's still having that sophomore jinx in his junior year.
Yeah.
Commanders and Cowboys. No Terry McLaurin again, and no Trayvon Diggs for Dallas. As bad as Dallas' secondary and that defense has been, losing Diggs, that's huge. He's their best cover corner, or has been. Mm-hmm. Daniels is yet to deliver a front-end scoring week. This is perfect timing for him. I mean, this is a great matchup for Jaden Daniels. The Cowboys have allowed a 72% completion percentage. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna throw all over them. They've allowed multiple passing touchdowns in 5 straight games and 3 or more passing touchdowns in 4 of those. Yikes. Dak is a QB1 and off to an incredible start this season. He's logged 3 straight games as a top 6 scorer, has been the QB6 or better in 4 of the past 5 games. He's thrown at least 3 passing touchdowns in each of the past 3 weeks. The Dallas defense is dragging their offense into weekly shootouts, and Washington has been bleeding out big plays. Javonte Williams, he's again in that running back 1, running back 2 area. Washington's been excellent against the run this season until Monday night against the Bears. I read something about Javonte Williams today. He graduated high school at 16.
Really?
And was the valedictorian.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I read that. I was like, wow. I mean, I think he had like a 4.7 GPA. I mean, very intelligent, very intelligent.
There you go.
Your boy, Krusky Merritz, even though there's only one of them.
There's 2 of them.
He lost a fumble for the 2nd straight week. He needs to hold on the ball, but he looks decent.
He had 2 fumbles. Well, it was... the second fumble was between him and Daniels. Both didn't make contact with that. But what's interesting about this game is that Prescott, he's got his CeeDee Lamb coming back this week.
Yep.
And you're going to have George Pickens on the other side. Fantasy owners, I would really, if you've been waiting for CeeDee to come back, he's going to be explosive because now we're seeing who George Pickens is, a good receiver.
And they didn't use Pickens a lot the first game when CeeDee played.
Right.
And now that they realize that what a receiver and weapon they have in him, man, that really opens things up for Prescott to have 2 deep threat wide receivers and Jake Ferguson in the middle.
1,600 yards, only 3 interceptions right now, and he's double digits, 13 TDs. Not bad.
Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He keeps making big plays every week. He has 3 touchdowns the past 4 games. Yeah, on 8 total touches for the season. Mm-hmm. Now that's a definition of splash plays. Ferguson is someone you should lock in as a tight end 1 this week, and Zach Ertz is a TD dependent tight end 2.
He's questionable. Right. So is Deebo Samuels, and so is McLaren. I don't even think he's coming back yet.
No, he's out. Deebo Samuels has a heel problem that's really been bothering him quite a bit. So.
Yeah, I mean, fantasy owners, you're looking for a receiver. McCaffrey would be a definite pickup and probably a start this week.
Next game, Packers at Cardinals. Kyler Murray's questionable, but he's probably out.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison is playing. He cleared concussion protocol. So that helps. Jordan Love's completed 70% of his passes this year. Arizona ranks 25th in pressure rate. The Packers are 10th in pressure rate, and it looks like Jacoby Brissett gets another start. I hope nobody out there has to play Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope not, because, I mean, obviously he's not that great. Did okay last week, but Green Bay's D is just tough. Josh Jacobs has 20-plus touches in every game this season. He's accounted for 40% of Green Bay's touchdowns. Another big game from him, but he's ill.
Yeah.
He's questionable. Maybe the flu or something like that. Michael Carter and Bam Knight are nothing more than a TD-dependent flex. Dobbs is a wide receiver 3 for fantasy this week with added upside if he cashes in on a score. But Arizona's been really good against outside receivers. So Matthew Golden's coming along. Watson returns soon. Marvin Harrison, maybe 75 yards and a touchdown. I'm chasing Trey McBride this week. That's the receiver that I'm looking for if I'm on. Yeah. If I've got Brissett throwing to me. Kraft is probably a low volume tight end this week, man. He just gets in the end zone though, and in our league, that's all that counts.
Yeah. But if I was a fantasy owner, I'd probably stay away from that Arizona. But I guess that Green Bay D.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Dobbs, Kraft, Jacobs, Love, I'm starting those guys.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But Jacobs has been
I think he is ruled out on this game. I did think I saw that yesterday. You might want to double check that.
I think he's questionable, but either way, then now that the kid Emmanuel Wilson comes in and he's looked pretty good. Mm-hmm. Falcons at 49ers. Kind of hoping Brock Purdy would come back this week. Doesn't look like it's happening. Matt Jones is a QB 1-2 in my opinion. Receiving corps still banged up. They're getting Kittle back. Bourne has been playing well. Jennings came off the injury report, but he's still nicked up. Penix is a quarterback 2 here. There's upside here given the injuries to Fred Warner. That's huge. Huge loss for San Francisco. That bodes well for Bijan Robinson, who's just a stud. Yeah, it is San Francisco, and when you go to San Francisco, it's tough to play them, good or not, defensively. Mm-hmm. Christian McCaffrey, still kind of waiting on him in the passing game a little bit, but he's an RB1. Drake London's a fringe one because Darnell Mooney's playing back. When Mooney's there, he doesn't get the volume of targets that he got like last week when Mooney was off. Jennings hasn't been drawing any targets since getting hurt. I don't trust him right now. If Kittle plays, which he's probably going to be on a snap count. Still a tight end 1, only because he'll probably get in the end zone. Kyle Pitts is TD dependent. He's just not getting enough looks.
Did the Falcons play last week, or were they on a bye? No, they did play.
Yeah, London lit it up. So did Bijan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. There it is. Yeah, but that was But,
great game this week. Bucks at Lions. That could be a shootout.
Yeah.
Start Baker Mayfield. Start Jared Goff. Although Goff has not been having a great year, except on play action. So I expect play action this week. I expect Jameson Williams to get open on a big splash play. Myra St. Brown's on our wide receiver 1 every week. Jamar Gibbs. He's been sturdy, but he hasn't. He's had 5 top 15 scoring weeks, but he's hardly been a weekly hammer. The guy that we drafted. Mm-hmm. You're still getting him in the lineups as an RB1. Montgomery's been basically TD dependent. Just not getting the yards this year.
No.
Rashard White's looked good. I'd start him. He's a fringe 1. Tampa Bay's 25th in points allowed per game to opposing wide receiver targets. Like I said, A.J. Brown, get him in there. Sam Laporta's a tight end 1 this week. Like I said, this is a likely shootout. Cade Otton. He's came to life the last week or two. Yeah, Evans is back this week, but he's going to be on a snap count too. They just don't have anything at wide receiver right now, other than Evans, who's kind of spotty right now.
Well, on top of that, Godwin, I think he's definitely out on this game. I looked that up right now.
I think
he's doubtful. Bucky Irving is doubtful, so don't look at those two. And your other receiver is questionable. How do you say his name?
Amika Ebukwa.
Yeah, he is actually questionable with a hamstring. So I don't see him playing. Yeah, I don't see him playing whatsoever. The Lions on their offense is actually not looking too bad. I mean, they're avoiding a lot of injuries, except for their offensive line's a little bit banged up. But
it's at Detroit.
Yeah,
I'll take Detroit. But like I said,
one of 2 Monday night games.
Baker Mayfield's just a football player. and he'll keep that game close.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's just a baller. Texans at Seahawks. Sam Darnold's been really efficient this year.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, he's thrown multiple touchdowns in 4 or 5 games. He leads the NFL in yards per attempt and yards per completion. Houston's going to be a tough test for him. Houston's good defensively.
Yeah, but they're playing in Seattle.
Yeah, he's a low-end quarterback, too, for me this week. C.J. Stroud's played well over the past 2 games, but Houston's a road underdog. The team total prediction for this week is under 20 points for Houston, so they're Darnold, to me, is like a low-end quarterback, too, this week. Again, if you need him, play him. Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. This split's killing fantasy owners right now. It really is. I've read they're going to try and get Walker the ball more, but he's not getting it around the goal line. He's flashed at moments in terms of explosive runs, but he's just not getting the ball enough. And he's had no short scoring opportunities. Charbonnet has out-touched Walker 9-3 inside the 10 and 6-0 inside the 5. I mean, he's going to have to score from outside the 10. He's not getting the volume he needs for an RB1. Charbonnet is getting the volume at the goal line, but nothing in the middle of the field.
Right.
So he's kind of a low-end volume, too. Running back, too. Kind of touchdown dependent. Nick Chubb's touchdown dependent.
You mean both of them?
Yeah, both.
Nick Chubb. You said an S at the end of there.
Chubb and Marks. Njigba's a wide receiver 1. It's a strength versus strength matchup. Texans are 6th in points allowed per game to wide receiver 1s outside the hashes. Cooper Kupp's nothing more than a desperation flex.
He got a touchdown last week.
Yeah, he snuck one in there. Touchdown dependent. Nico Collins has posted only 1 wide receiver 1 scoring week so far in 5 games. He's had more than 4 receptions in just 1 game. Stroud should find him more in this game, especially if they have any success running the ball. Seattle's kind of banged up in the secondary, too. Christian Kirk's a TD-dependent flex.
He's questionable, too.
A.J. Barner.
He's a good tight end. There's a lot of good young tight ends.
He's more of a touchdown-dependent, too. But he does have a red zone role. A role. So Dalton Schultz, TD-dependent tight end, too. Seattle should pull this game out at home.
Yeah. But like I said, Texans defense, pretty good. They're keeping him in there.
Big test for Darnold this week.
Yeah,
honestly.
It is.
Even at home, it's a tough test.
Yeah, so, I mean, Christian Kirk, just totally, he's out, he's with his questionable, and he's been a disappointment. So, I don't know. But fantasy owners, I mean,
Well,
I think.
getting back to, he was out for a while, too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's been out for a while. But you know what? I'll tell you what. We talked a lot about tight ends today. We mentioned a lot of tight ends and how we like them. This could be a tight end week for tight ends. It might be a big tight end week. Who knows? We seem to be talking about them a lot.
Yeah, there's so many good tight ends now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting involved in the passing game. Not like the old days when they would just block. Well, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's time for the 2-minute warning.
Oh, what was
We were both 4-6 last week. We sucked.
Yeah, we did bad.
I think Wheels beat us.
Yeah. Wheels didn't even play. Oh, no.
But
Why did you tell them that story real quickly?
Hold on a second. Wheels gave us his answers like 24 hours later.
Yeah.
So he went through the computer and analyzed everything and only still beat us by 2 games. Yeah. And not only that, he's abusing our touchdown dance.
Yeah, I heard.
He was giving me a touchdown dance for another league's touchdown. I was like, you can't do that. That's only for this league.
Yeah, I know. He's a cheater. The water boy's a cheater. Okay. Why don't you start out this week?
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Will Jalen Hurts throw for 230 yards or more?
Yes.
I'm going to say no. Does Rashee Rice score this week?
I'm going to say yes under that one.
I am too. I like where your head's at, Dave.
Shush.
Does Jackson Dart account for 2 or more touchdowns versus Denver?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes on that one, too, but I think it's only 2.
Yeah. Scatterboo's going to get 1.
All right. I know this is going to be confusing for you, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Go ahead.
Washington at Dallas. The over or under is 54.5. What are you doing?
Washington at Dallas, 54.5. I'm going to say under.
I'm going to say over.
Okay.
Number 5, who wins, Colts or Chargers?
Colts.
I'm going to take the Colts, too, on the road. All right, my brother.
Okay, my questions will be, who will win, Dolphins or the Browns? Two bad teams, bad game. I'm going to say Dolphins.
I'm going to go with you there. I'm going to go Dolphins.
Okay, second question is, I
remember my first show. That's cool.
Yeah, Will Chicago Bears quarterback Williams throw for over 240 yards? I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say no.
Okay. I like this guy. We both like this guy. Will Scattaboo rush for over 100 yards in this game? I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say not a chance.
Really?
Not a chance.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll run for 75 yards. That's just me.
Yeah, no, it's just you. You've been wrong before. You've been wrong many times.
Hey, by the way, one more question here.
Oh, here we go. I know this is coming, guys. Go ahead.
Who's in first place now?
You are.
Who beat you head to head last week?
You did.
Are you in second place?
No.
What place you in?
Third.
All right, that's enough.
I'm behind 2 pains right now.
All right.
2 big pains.
Question 9.
Will the Packers defense get a pick 6 this week against Arizona?
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes.
Good. You're wrong.
Really? Okay.
Well, maybe.
Never know. And last one, kind of like your one question there. Tampa versus Detroit. Over under is at 52.5. I'm going to say over on that game.
So am I.
All right. Those are our questions, everybody. So, hey, click, subscribe, become a big part of us. You can go back and watch this show anytime you want by going to YouTube, WRMN YouTube Live, and go back and get our show. And you got a couple of day and a half here or a day to get your lineup all set up.
Let's try and button up the shirt next week.
Hey, I was trying to turn you on today, but it didn't work.
It's really something I don't want to look at, honestly.
Get that vision in your mind all night.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, hey, when you're hot, you got to dress hot.
I have nothing to say, which is just odd. Hey, man, did you watch that Dodgers game? You didn't watch that Dodgers game?
No.
I'm telling you, Shohei Ohtani, that game last night was the greatest performance by a single person in a playoff game in the history of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had 3 home runs, pitched 6 innings, struck out 10. That second shot was a mammoth shot. Went out of the stadium. It was just unbelievable.
Guy was on fire.
Oh, Shohei Ohtani.
What do you think? Toronto or the Dodgers, or is it going to be Seattle?
I think it's going to be Dodgers in Seattle, but they're going back to Toronto for a couple of games. I think Toronto will find a way to win this next one, and it'll go to a Game 7.
If Toronto can make it to the World Series, how come their hockey teams can't make it to the Stanley Cup? Good question. All right, guys. Thank you for listening today.
Thanks for listening. Hey, don't forget to check your inactives hour and a half before the games tomorrow. We're halfway through the season. I know for a lot of teams, a lot of leagues, their playoffs start in week 14.
Mm-hmm. So tune in next week, 9 a.m. John, you won't be here?
I may or may not be. I'm going to meet Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. Don't know what time that is, though.
All right. Well, hopefully you are here because they're going to miss you.
Yep.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 10 o'clock.